What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, April 13th, and in today's video, we're going to be going over the best plays on the PrizePicks board for tonight's 10-game MLB slate. Lots to talk about, lots to cover, tons of PrizePicks value right now over on the Upside Tools Fantasy Player Props Optimizer. We'll get to that in just a moment. Hope everybody enjoyed their weekend, Masters weekend. Hope you guys watched some golf. Shout out to Rory going back-to-back. I was very sad because I did bet on Cam Young, but it was cool to see Rory join that group of guys that went back-to-back, winning Augusta in the green jacket. Let's talk about how we did on our most recent video, which was from Friday, April 10th. That was an NBA video with one MLB play. Today's going to be all MLB for the 10-game slate tonight. We went 5 for 6, so we 2 times our money over on PrizePicks. We are 8 for our last 10 from our videos on Thursday and Friday. So if you're tailing along, you're making some money. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Doing a daily video every single day this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I might do 2 today because we have the NBA playoffs starting tomorrow night. So we might be, I might do a video tonight getting a jump on that slate for tomorrow night. Yeah, we've been crushing it over here. So make sure if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button, really helps out the channel. And then turn on that notification bell. So whenever I do post these daily pick videos with the slips that I tweet out, that will give you the best opportunity to tail any of these plays before anything gets bumped or removed. So we went 5 for 6 on Friday. Concanopple over RA, unfortunately, didn't hit. He had a really bad game on Friday. But regardless, everything else smashed, really good. So let's jump into today, building out a slip on PrizePicks. We typically build out 5 and 6 flex slips. Math and data, that's what we use here at Upside. The whole purpose of this fantasy player props optimizer is to compare sportsbook lines and odds back to various DFS apps like PrizePicks that use fixed payouts to help us find the best plays in real time. Now, mathematically, the best slip types that you can enter on PrizePicks are 5 and 6 flex slips. So, 5 and 6 flex slips. So we're building out a slip, utilizing this tool, tons of good value. So let's jump in, build out a slip, and then we'll go over and talk about why we're taking these specific plays. We're going to start with Paul Goldschmidt under 0.5 batter singles. Go ahead and get that added. Paul Goldschmidt under singles. We're moving on down the list here, guys. It's very easy to use this tool. Shows you, again, the best plays in real time using math and data. Nathan Eovaldi under 2.5 pitcher runs allowed. So earn runs for Eovaldi under 2.5 going up against the Athletics. Really good value here. Tyrone Taylor under 0.5 batter total bases. Go ahead and get that added as well. Tyrone Taylor under 0.5 total bases. Moving on down our list, we got Matthew Liberatore over 3.5 pitcher strikeouts. Matthew Liberatore over 3.5 pitcher strikeouts. We have Marcell Ozuna under batter singles. We have Will Warren over pitcher strikeouts. Jeff McNeil under. Anything else down here where we're getting really good odds across the board? Denzel Clark over batter hits looks pretty good. So Paul Goldschmidt, we got Eovaldi, we got Taylor, we got Liberatore. A lot of book support here on Will Warren. Let's get him added over that Ozuna play. There isn't too much book support that I'm crazy about. Oh, Will Warren, popular play. Going up against the Angels tonight. I'm going to skip over Ozuna because we could hypothetically play this on underdog in a 2-man power and get better odds, so I don't want to take that. I think what I'm going to do here is opt to take Denzel Clark over batter hits. Now, is Denzel Clark on the Rangers? Because if he is, we want to take this. If he's on the Athletics, we don't want to take it, and he is on the Athletics. We don't want to take Denzel Clark over batter hits and then have Nathan Eovaldi under earned runs allowed. That is negative correlation. Let's give this a refresh one more time, see what else we have. Maybe we just take, no, we don't want to take Ozuna, actually. Cody Bellinger under singles looks pretty good. Mike Burrows under earned runs allowed looks pretty decent as well. This Denzel Clark play is pretty solid. I think I'm going to add in this play. I think our last leg is going to be, where was it? Our last leg here is going to be Mike Burrows under 2.5 earned runs allowed. You know what, guys? Let's be smart here. We're going to turn this into a 5 flex. I really like these 5 plays. 5 and 6 flex slip, 5 and 6 flex slips mathematically, 2 best slip types you can possibly enter on PrizePicks. So if we go 5 for 5, we 10 times our money. If we go 4 for 5, we 2 times our money. If we go 3 for 5, we 0.4 times our money. So instead of forcing it and building out a 6 flex and adding in another leg that isn't as strong as these other legs that we have here with really good book support, let's go ahead and leave it as it is. Keep this 5 flex. So this is the slip. We got Paul Goldschmidt under 0.5 singles, Nathan Eovaldi under 2.5 earned runs allowed, Tyrone Taylor under 0.5 total bases, Matthew Liberatore over 3.5 strikeouts, and Will Warren over 5.5 strikeouts. Again, if I put $100 on this, if I go 5 for 5, I get $1,000. If I go 4 for 5, I get $200, so I double my money. If I go 3 for 5, I get $40 back. So obviously, we lose a little bit there, but it's not as bad as if you're entering a 2-man power or a 3-man power where you go 2 for 3 or 1 for 2 and you get absolutely nothing in return. So that's it. That's how simple it is to build out long-term profitable slips over here at Upside. Again, the whole purpose of this tool, we take all the sportsbook lines and data, display them here on our optimizer, their implied odds. We then go ahead and compute the actual fair odds. So we remove the VIG from the sports books. VIG basically tax or juice that they VIG or juice. It's basically a tax that they put on their sports bettors that utilize their sports book to bet on their sports book, right? So what we do is remove that VIG and find the actual fair odds based on all these different sportsbook lines and odds that this player prop has to hit. We then compare that back to PrizePicks and where they're pricing it. Now again, 5 and 6 flex slips, each individual leg inside that slip is equivalent to minus 119 odds. In a 2-man power, each individual leg is equivalent to minus 137 odds. So way better bang for your buck playing these minus 119 individual player props in a 5 flex slip opposed to a 2-man power. Mathematically, 2-man powers and 3-pick flexes are the 2 worst slip types that you can enter on PrizePicks. Sure, it's easier to hit a 2-man power than it is a 5 or 6 flex slip, I understand. But mathematically and ROI-wise, over the long run, playing these individual player props in slips, you're going to profit more playing 5 and 6 flex slips. So that's how this tool works. I also throw on my TJ MLB filters. So what I do here is I will throw on specific weights for specific sports books. So Pinnacle, a lot sharper in the MLB player prop market, as is FanDuel. So I have more weight here on those sports books. I remove some of the weights from like DFS apps and other sports books. And basically, I have this as a weight system out to 100. So Pinnacle gets 20% of the weight, FanDuel 20% of the weight, Novig and ProfitX at 15 each. So that gives me 70 total. I have 10% on Poly, 10% on Kalshi, 10% on DraftKings. So these weights directly affect the EV percent or the percent chance to hit that you're seeing here on the optimizer. So that's the best part about this tool, is that not only is this going to show the best odds in real time, but I can also cater it depending on the preferences that I have on the sports book that I think are sharp in the MLB player prop market. So really cool to have. Really useful resource and tool to use on a day-to-day basis when you're trying to find the best value in real time. If you're still betting on PrizePicks and doing things like using your gut or your emotions or your feelings, this is the way that you're going to profit long-term. See, all these popular plays are probably plays that have hit in 4 of their last 5 or 5 of their last 5. And this is, see, I guarantee you everybody's taking Corey Seager under total. Oh, you can't because that's a demon. But on any of these regular more or less props, so like Paul Skeen's strikeouts, people are probably taking his unders because he's gone under in 4 of his last 5. This isn't how you bet on PrizePicks. This isn't how you profit. Garrett Crochet, who knows? People probably hammering his over just because it's Garrett Crochet. They're probably hammering Paul Skeen's over just because it's Paul Skeen's. That's not how you bet on PrizePicks. And you guys will actually see here that Matthew Liberatore, his Ks got changed to a Goblin. So what we're going to do here is remove it. We got to find one more player prop. Now this tool, if I refresh it, it's going to update because that Matthew Liberatore play is no longer being offered at its normal odds. It's now a Goblin. So what's going to happen is it's going to get removed from the board and we're going to have to find a replacement here. Again, because the value is gone, unfortunately, on Liberatore. So we need one more play here. I'm going to go ahead and change my filters. Let's give a shout out to Matt, who's been on fire lately. Let's go ahead and add in this Mike Burrows play. Mike Burrows will be our 5th and final leg now because Liberatore got bumped under earned runs. Okay. So that's going to do it now. This is going to be the new 5 flex. Hopefully you guys stayed around because that Liberatore play is no longer EV. It's not something you're going to want to play. We got Paul Goldschmidt under 0.5 singles, Nathan Eovaldi under 2.5 earned runs allowed, Tyrone Taylor under 0.5 total bases, Will Warren over 5.5 Ks, and Mike Burrows under 2.5 earned runs. Again, you guys saw it. I can guarantee you every single play that we're getting here, we're going to get CLV, closing line value. We're going to get the best value that we possibly can utilizing this tool. You guys see that one of the plays already got bumped, and that's what I'm talking about, having my notifications on, because I can guarantee you all of these plays in some capacity will probably get bumped or removed. And that's just the way that it is. When you're using math and data to take advantage of DFS apps like PrizePicks or Pick6 or Better or Dabble or Underdog, where they're off from the rest of the market, the sharper sports books, they're going to adjust accordingly, especially if they're getting an influx of public money on a specific player prop. They need to even that out. So that's what PrizePicks is going to do. Utilize tools like this to find value and put yourself in the most advantageous position to profit long term. If you guys want to sign up with Upside, there are 5-day free trials in the description below. Highly suggest checking it out. Good luck if you guys tail. Hopefully you like this video. I'll see you on my next video, which is going to be an NBA playoffs video. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Let's cash.